Hello guys, I'm Hunter Knight and this is a review of the Masterpiece 36 Megatron by Takara. This video is brought to you by Big Bad Toy Store. Shop a great selection of action figures and more at bigbadtoystore.com. There is a lot to cover in this review, so let's get to it without further ado. The box has a menacing image of Megatron with the company logos and this weird long life design label which nobody knows what the heck does it mean. On both sides of the packaging, you can see the MP-36 logo etched in silver foil. On the top, a picture of Megatron with his energy sword. And on the back, you are treated to a lot of product images, an actual size chart of how tall is this figure and the different features included. A loose translation of the description talks about the Transformers brand and its meaning worldwide. Who and what is Megatron, his first appearance, his fights with Convoy, Convoy is Optimus Prime's name in Japan, his quest to deplete energy sources from Earth, and how the figure is a complete redesign from the MP-05 mold from 2007. Inside you will get a neat booklet with the transformation instructions, further history on Megatron, as well as a small behind the scenes on how and why he was redesigned. He also comes with his collector's card. And now let's free the leader of the Decepticons and find out what the fuss is all about. And there you go. Oh my god, this thing is an absolute beauty. His robot mode far surpasses anything that we have seen before, official, third party or otherwise. The figure is made of a superb combination of plastic and metallic parts and is decorated in a beautiful flat grey color, with his face having a lighter shade of grey, accurately translating the looks of the cartoon in plastic form. Also metallic red eyes, which really reflect the light, giving Megatron a lively look. His head is super articulated with rotation and the ability to look up. His chest piece features a crisp Decepticon logo with plastic inserts on the sides as well as abs, much like MP-10 Optimus Prime had, and features a waistcut and an insane forward motion, things that the MP-5 only could dream of. His arms feature butterfly and ratchet joints on the shoulders. He also has a bicep cut, double jointed elbows, rotating hands, and independent articulable fingers. His fusion cannon is decorated in a flat black. It features an extending scope and 3 modes of sounds activated by the red switch on top. In the lowest setting, he makes the gun sounds. I guess this is how it sounded in Japan, because in the United States of America the fusion cannon sounded like this. Always. Good try anyway. The third position makes the transformation sounds back and forth, making it the first masterpiece to ever feature the damn sounds. On the middle setting, you get the phrases spoken by the same actor who did the voice in Japan. That one means, I will crush the Cybertrons. That one means, so you don't want to be my henchman. That one means, I will not be destroyed. That one means, Destron Army, transform! That one means, you are totally useless. And that one means, haha, you are a fool. Since this figure is highly unlikely to be released in the United States, I don't think we will ever be getting a Frank Welker version. It uses 2 LR44 batteries, which are not included, and fit in this compartment on the bottom. Now, the back of the figure does look a bit clunky and messy, but something has to be sacrificed in order to get the great combination of articulation, transformation, and looks. And, to be honest, it doesn't bother me too much at all. Now, his crotch area is a bit distracting with all these zigzag lines here, but they're there for a reason. The flaps actually allow the legs to be articulated, giving Megatron a great range of motion both forwards and on the sides. His knees are articulated with soft ratchets, plus he has articulated die-cast feet with a far-reaching ankle pivot. Look at that. His legs are really something to look at, since no figure ever captured the bulkiness that he had in the cartoon, but Takara, through an innovative engineering, has achieved just that. An awesome looking and balanced Megatron. In the accessories department, Megatron is loaded with awesomeness. He comes with a ball and chain accessories in the damn battle. What is great about this accessory is that it features two ways of being displayed, with this regular one or with this articulable one, which will allow you to feature him in striking poses against Optimus Prime, or any Autobot for that matter. It can be easily swapped with just detaching this point here and attaching it here. Now to interchange the ball chain, you just slide the hand down and slide this part up. Bingo. This is my favorite way of displaying this ball chain accessory, which looks radical on Megatron. Next is the infamous Blitzwing gun, which he used to deliver the fatal blows to Optimus Prime in the movie. The gun is decorated in bright purple plastic and is cast on ABS, fitting comfortably in Megatron's hand. Next is the Energy Saber, another deadly weapon he used against Optimus, featuring a detachable blade that can also go on the Blitzwing gun to simulate a blast. Excellent, this is dope. He also includes a die-cast Key of Vector Sigma. We saw this accessory with Optimus Prime. But yeah, again, it's included in Megatron. He also includes his mind control helmet. This helmet features an accurate look to the cartoon, where he used it to control an Optimus Prime clone, causing all sorts of shenanigans. The helmet features a plastic construction and it will fit comfortably on Megatron's head. But by far his best feature are these interchangeable faceplates, and Megatron comes with 3. They are easily interchangeable by sliding the faceplate and inserting your desired one like this. He comes with a regular, angry, smiling, which is my favorite, and a battle damage one. This last one has sculpted leaking fluids, cracks, and emulates his looks after he battled Optimus Prime and was left adrift courtesy of Starscream. It is matched with yet another accessory, his battle damage panel. This panel has all sorts of dents and scratches that he had in the movie with a messed up Decepticon logo. Same translucent inserts, and is easily interchangeable by lifting the panel and replacing it. Worth mentioning is the extra effort that Takara made sculpting the inner workings of Megatron's face and chest, which were seen in the movie when Unicron was reformatting him into Galvatron. They didn't have to do that, but they did, and that is, that gives them extra points in my book. Megatron also comes with the stock and suppressor, commonly known as silencer, but yeah, the real gun term is suppressor, so let's use that. You can use them both in robot mode and gun modes. This is the first time a Masterpiece Megatron includes these accessories, since the MP5 was released without them. You had to buy them separately from a third-party vendor. The bottom part of the stock is made out of solid metal, and there are several configurations you can achieve with it, so let's take a closer look. First off, the stock can double as a flight stand. It has articulated neck joints that you can use to balance the pose. To transform the stock into a stand, you only have to spread this out, then you just push this button here and flip this out all the way here. There you go. And then you have to plug it into Megatron's butt. This part is very cumbersome and very frigging difficult. Alright. There we go. He's in. This is how it's in real life, kids.
Good night, everybody.
And there you go, that's Megatron on his flight stand. A great idea to give the stock an alternate use. Now the suppressor has a use in robot mode too. It's funny that they included that. Now this suppressor came with a red tip that I wasn't able to move really because it's just very well glued. I don't care, I don't really care because I probably would never use this. This is the part that can break the gun mode. Anyway, this can be used also in robot mode to make the cannon face Megatron. The way you do it is this little slot here, you just have to move it out. Then you rotate this around and keep it there. Now on the robot, you just move this part down here and turn it clockwise. Slowly and very gently to that point. And you bring this thing now here and slide it again gently there. And you see the tab, it slots right in on this part here. It kind of secures it in place. Now you bring his fusion cannon and you just insert it on these rails here. And again, that's Cannon Phase Megatron. I don't really know. I mean, this is a homage to the G1 toy. I used to have the G1 toy. I sold it because I'm greedy. So yeah, it really fetched a good price. So yeah, and now I regret it because I really want a G1 Megatron. But yeah, you could do this with the G1 toy, and it's funny that they did this on the Masterpiece one. It has no use for me at all. You can also combine them into a gunner platform. To achieve that, you grab this part here, press the button, flip this section around, and turn this like this. You have to position it straight up like that. You grab the suppressor and do the same thing here, and there you go, it's ready. Then you get the fusion cannon and slide it here. There's some rails and you just slide it there. It's a bit hard in mine, but yeah, I won't force it that way. And the next step is just to slide this thing. You see there's some grooves in there. Just slide it and lock it in place. To finish the look, you just spread these things open and then open the handles here. There's a handle here and there's a handle on the other side, and there you go, the gunner station for Megatron. This is also something that you could achieve with the G1 toy, and it's a nice homage that they included here in the Masterpiece figure. Again, not something that I will use probably, since the stock is also the flight stand, it's also articulated at several points and you can rotate the thing. Yeah, and you can just, you know, just like the telescopic arm and everything, they just, you know, two varying, in case you want to give it to another Decepticon like Soundwave or something, you know. But yeah, it's a nice touch. Just for fun, here he is alongside the MP5. Look at that, man, what a difference. There he is along with Optimus Prime and with the rest of his Decepticreeps. And you know, for kicks, this is that thing that they released a while ago when he transformed into tank. I mean, it's not a bad toy, it's just like I prefer the gun mode. Again, I will do a separate video on how to transform him, just so you don't have to watch an entire review just for the instructions. His gun mode represents a somewhat accurate Walter P-38 this time. It's way too large to be an accurate replica, but still much better than the grossly oversized MP5. You can see the panels and the complexity of the transformation. Needless to say, the gun doesn't fire anything. The trigger has a spring for a realistic feel. The safety catch also moves and can be positioned in his safe and arm mode, as well as a hammer which moves up and down. The Walter is a double single action pistol. It can be fired with a hammer cocked if you want accuracy, or with the hammer in the regular position. Takara also replicated the slide release lever and the barrel retaining pin. These are used in the maintenance of the real thing, so you actually remove the slide and clean it. This toy doesn't do that, but it's a nice touch to be put in. They also replicated both sides. This little notch here is the first one, and another one here in the barrel. The real Walters can't have anything attached, as the modification will be really costly, but the cartoon just gave it this for, you know, for fun. But yeah, the real one cannot have anything attached here, and it doesn't have this thing too, because this thing doesn't let you aim really at all. The grip replicates the look that the World War I Walters had, since post-war models had the crosshatch pattern, which was used until 2004 when the gun was retired from service. The regular ones don't have this. This is only an attachment to, put the stock. You can attach a suppressor by simply sliding it down the barrel. However, if you go all the way, it will leave some scuff marks. It is recommended to just slide it halfway to this point in order to avoid the damage or ripping the barrel, like it has been reported in some cases. If you go all the way, it's very, very dangerous. So no, it's not recommended to do this. Just only until this point. Now the stock attaches to the catch of the gun via this mechanism here. This thing here is a button, so you have to push it and slide it here. And there you go, that's Megatron with his stock. To remove it, you have to press the button and slide it down. There we go. As you can see, the gun with these parts doesn't even fit on my, review table. It's very, very large. It's like big. It's huge. Now, this model is one of those things that you just want to transform once and never again, because it's very complicated. It's very flimsy. It's very, and there's these attachments make it like really wobbly. It's not really sturdy. So this is the time when I transform it and never again. This is by far the best Megatron ever made, period. The superb robot mode far surpasses anything that preceded it and looks gorgeous with your other masterpieces. The gun mode might not be as impressive due to all the garbage and the scuffing you get from the suppressor, but it's there just to show that Takara can and will own the right Megatron. It gets low points for not including batteries, which will cost you around $8 for some Japanese sounds that you won't understand, and an inaccurate gun sound. The gun mode is very complicated and gappy. The suppressor does not go all the way and really can get a ton of scuffs and possibly break the barrel. Those are not acceptable at all, but transform it as slow and don't force it. You might break something because the transformation is very complex and the parts are very well designed. They're very, you can tell that you can probably break them if you force them. Megatron is available at websites like Big Bad Toy Store. Since due to US laws, this toy will never be offered at retail stores, so your only chance to get him will be to order him online. Thank you for watching. This is Hunter Knight, signing out.
Wasn't that fun? Subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. Also, don't forget to visit the Toy and Pop Culture feed for the latest toy news. Thank you!
Impressive.